Okay, I cover a lot of events, so let me get my mic closer here. Okay, I cover a lot of events and I publish photos and video clips, usually in the form of an article on Frederick.com, and I've had a lot of people ask me how I get the content up so quick. And so I'm going to do a little screencast here on how we make the sausage. Okay, so first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and bring up Aperture. I have it minimized down here. Okay, so I've got Aperture up here, and I went to two events. I went to the Greek Festival today, and I went to a place called Stone Fence Gardens in Thurmont, and I brought all the photos in as one project here called Stone Fence Gardens. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to work on the Stone Fence Gardens one because I took a lot more photos there. And so I'm going to start with that. And so the first thing I do is I process the photos. So I'm in a program called Aperture, which is a pro version basically of iPhoto. iPhoto also works good for this. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to a split view here. And I'm just going to quickly go through the photos and delete out any photos that I don't want to keep and do any quick adjustments on any photos that might need some tweaking. Okay, so I might just do just a tiny little crop on that one. Excuse me. Yeah, go ahead and leave that in there. Just take that woman out of the corner there. There. Okay. I tried to take the pictures so that they'll need nothing. This saves me time. And so far so good. Just crank the exposure up just a hair on that one. As you can see, I generally don't do much in the way of adjustment on these photos. A little bit of exposure on that one. Because the trick, you want to, in order to save time, you want to try to get them as close to right in the camera as you can. And if you're going to, I took this one twice. I'm going to flag this picture because I will delete it. What I do is I just flag the ones I want to delete. See, the woman was in the background there walking, so I took it again without her there, so I'll use this one. And on exposure, you're better off underexposing a little bit than overexposing. If you underexpose, you can always bring it back up very easily. I shoot in RAW, and you can always correct for that easier than if you blow it out and overexpose it. So if I'm going to err, I usually err on the side of underexposing a little bit. And that's sort of like a duplicate there, so I'll just tag that one. Another duplicate. Now the other thing I can do with these duplicates if I want to is I can crop in. So I'll just do one like that. So basically that gives me a close-up. So there's my wide shot. There's my close-up. I was just doing rapid fire. Boom, boom, boom. Took 3 pictures in a row because in case they close their eyes or something like that. Same thing here. And so I'll go ahead and keep them both, and I'll crop this one in some. Go ahead and get his hand out of it completely and crop off the horse just a hair. There we go. And this one I'll crop in tight on her. And again, leave his hand out of it. Now let's see. It's a little different than the other one, so I'll keep them both. I also err on the side of keeping more pictures than I probably should, but you know, you never know, somebody might want the picture. Hate to delete it. This one I didn't time it very good because he's halfway through the door, so that's the only wide shot I have of the shop, so I'll go ahead and keep it. There's the kitty cat. What a beautiful cat. Okay, I took several here because, again, the cat, oh, there we go, got one of it looking at me. I was saying, hey, kitty, kitty, kitty. Okay, so that one's pretty good. We crank up the exposure on that a hair. Look at those eyes. And then this one, since it's kind of a duplicate, I'm going to crank up the exposure a little bit, and I'm going to crop in on him. Again, just make that a tighter shot. And then I'm going to do just a hair saturation, just a hair. Bring those eyes out even more. And a little bit of black point to give it maybe a little more dramatic. And a little bit of definition. A little bit more contrast. There. That's a keeper there. Okay, again, here I blew out the background, but I wanted to get him, so I got the exposure good on him. And this one I'll crank up just a little bit. So you can see I'm going through the pictures relatively quickly. Not a lot of post-processing. I'll keep both of those. This one I have the background sharp. This one I blurred the background a little bit. I'll go ahead and keep them both. You never know, the business owner might want these pictures, so I'm very pro-business. So I let them use these. Black point. Okay, he's going to like that one. Oh, this one had the telephone pole in it. I'm going to take that out, reshot without the phone pole. Actually, I got a hair of it. I'll just crop that just a little bit. Get that telephone pole out of there completely. Such a beautiful setting. I don't need something like that in it to ruin it. Okay. That one needs nothing. I like to try to shoot so that I don't have to do anything if I've got a choice. Been accused sometimes of publishing too many pictures, but the people that care about this stuff, trust me, they want the pictures. And if I delete one, it turns out it's the one I deleted is the one that they really wanted. Okay, so that's all the pictures here for this set. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back to the project and pull the flagged ones. And so I'll just select those and just put them in the trash. Get rid of them. Go back to the project and I'll view all of them. And here we go. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to select all of these and unselect the Greek Festival one. Then I'm going to export. Export them in full-size JPEGs. Put them in. I've got a folder on my desktop called Photos Upload 1 that sits there all the time. I've got Upload 1, 2, and 3. So if I'm working on 3 different, I can do that. So I'm going to go ahead and export these pictures into there. Show my activity here. There's 46 pictures being exported, so they'll be exported pretty quickly. Again, I've got 3 monitors here, so I can drag these windows back and forth and have different things in the monitors to get things done faster. And what I'm going to do as soon as these are up, which they're now up, I'm going to go ahead and upload these. So first thing I'm going to do is open up my, let's get image well closed up. I don't need that right now. I'm going to open my Picasa uploader. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to upload these to Picasa first, because that's what I use for the slideshow. So I'm going to select all on the pictures, drag them into here. I'm going to do a new album. Stone Fence Gardens. Okay, and I'm uploading them better quality, 1600 pixels, so to make a good slideshow. So I'm going to go ahead and start that upload procedure. Then while that's uploading, bring up my browser. I'm going to go to, and I'm going to go ahead and upload all of these pictures to Flickr as well. And this way I can share the full-size JPEG images with everybody. So if the business wants to use them, or some of the people in the pictures, or somebody attending the festival wants to have one for a keepsake, they'll have those available. For private use, there's no copyright issues. You don't have to worry about it. If you're going to use it for commercial use, just give us a photo credit. In this case, you can just say photosbyfrederick.com is fine. Okay, so while those are uploading, I'm going to go into iMovie here. And I'm going to create a new project. And this is Stone Fence. That little chime was telling me the photos were already uploaded to Picasa. So if people follow me, they can already be looking at the photos as we speak. And you should always follow me. Okay, so I'm going to not view those right now. So now I got a new project here. And again, I've got clips here for the Greek festival also, but I'm going to skip those for now. And I'm going to go straight to the project for Stone Fence Gardens. Now what I did, and I like to do this, is I shot a nice long clip of this gentleman singing. He was very good. And I'm going to use that as sort of like my soundtrack. So what I'm going to do is select this.
I'm just going to keep switching genres around here and play a little bit from a lot of different people. So let's try this on.
I like that little introduction, so I'll go ahead and keep that. And get all the way to the end here. Okay, good. Now I'm going to use that as my soundtrack. Let's make sure it sounds okay.
I once had a girl.
Okay, there we go. And so now I've got my soundtrack. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to put some clips. I'm going to cut to some clips. Here's a clip in the beginning here. And I try to get, when I'm holding the camera relatively steady, I'm going to try to drag that right up here, and I'm going to call that a cutaway. And
from a lot of different people, so let's try this on.
Okay, so we cut to that. Then here's another shot. Okay, so again, I'm going to avoid that part where I'm jerking the camera around. Cut away. little bit jerky there. Okay, that's steadier. I knew when I was shooting I was bending down, I was having trouble holding the camera steady. Really helps to have a tripod for this kind of stuff, but I didn't have one, so didn't have it with me, so that you do your best. I'm going to kill the sound on all these clips last when I'm towards the end. I'll do that. And I'll jiggle them around too to hide camera movement and things like that. And I'll do all that at the end. The idea here is I'm going to get the feel of the whole event with these clips, and yet it will be entertained by this music in the background. So it becomes like a little music video. Okay.
Thank you. Well, thank you. Thank you.
Okay. By the way, the only thing you didn't see in this whole procedure was me actually downloading the video clips, which that's very quick and easy to do, so I didn't really want to waste time going into that, but just plug up the camera and iMovie sees it, and then I just download them to iMovie, and then same thing when I hook up, when I put in the card from the camera, Aperture sees it, and I just import them right in, so that's pretty straightforward stuff. Okay. The hardest part, the most time-consuming part of all this is putting all these short little clips in. But as you can see, it doesn't take that much time. Considering once I'm done, this is going to be up on the internet helping promote this gentleman's business basically forever. Skip that clip. That one's okay. And just trying to get the feel for the place so that if somebody hasn't been out here, it's a beautiful place, by the way. If somebody hasn't been out, they can watch this video and get a feel for it, and hopefully it'll entice them to come out. Beautiful pathways and walkways. They've done a lot of work making this place gorgeous. Today was overcast and they were predicting rain, and so usually, as usual, the weatherman kind of screwed up this guy's event, but it helps for photography. The overcast is great for photographs because you don't get harsh light. Clouds act like a natural big diffuser for me. So So I love it. I love it. I love shooting in cloudy stuff. Getting down close to the end.
He's gonna be. You're gonna be.
Alright, what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a couple of clips here. I'm going to do one to here. Cut away. Then I'm going to do one starting right here. There we go. Bring that on up. Cut away. Okay. Alright, so. Alright, now I still have some clips in here that I've got to intersperse. So I'm going to go back up here. Yeah, I want the food stuff in there. So let me put this, do this. I'm going to move these around a little bit. Move these clips. One thing that iMovie could allow for a little better is moving these clips around. It's a little bit jerky. But you can do it. Okay, so now, not sure that iMovie is 64-bit yet. I don't think it is. When they go to 64-bit, that'll help stuff like that. Okay, so here she's getting the hot dog. Okay. So, I'm sorry, where did I put her cooking the hot dog at? Anyway, I want this up here. Okay. Now where? Well, I guess I didn't put her cooking it yet up there. Okay, so. Put that in front of that one. Cut away. Good. So it'll be right on top of that one. Okay. Then I think I got one of them doing their thing. Here we go. Okay. Good. Put that one up right after that one. And gotta put it right on top of that other one. Okay, let's see what we got here. Okay, that's good. Alright, and so let's see what we're missing that's important. I got some more of him singing. I'm going to go ahead and throw that on the end to have something for our credits. Okay, we'll put that little clip in there. Alright, so, oh, I got some more in the store here I haven't used. I'll go ahead and put these up here. Cut away. And then the kitty cat. Everybody likes kitty cat. Cutaway. And a wide shot of the shop. Cutaway, okay. And there's a few more nice shots down here. Cutaway. Okay. And here. Cutaway. Okay. Oh, I want the bicyclists coming out. Yeah. That's cool. Cutaway. Okay. And that's a nice shot there, too. Cutaway. Good. Okay, and then what else? Oh, yeah, I like this candle shot. Let's get that guy out of the background there. Okay. That'll work. Put that right in there. Cutaway. Good. Okay. So now I got one more of the bridge. I think that'll be it. So let's put the bridge one right in between here. Cutaway. Good. Okay, so that's all one nice clip, tight clip there. Let's run that.
Hands round a tin can, I'm prepared to hold you to my breast and find. You're waving from the back roads by the rivers of my memory, ever smiling, never gentle on my.
Okay, I got a little something here, a little jump here. Get rid of that. Little jump of him in there.
From the back roads by the rivers of my memory, ever smiling, never gentle on my mind.
Okay, so now what I want to do is select all the clips. Oh, that's not working. Oh boy, I wanted these clips here. I wanted these. It's not letting me select them all here. Come on. Okay, in the past I've been able to select multiple clips of these doing a select all, but for some reason it's not letting me do it right now. So I'm going to have to zero out the audio on each of these little clips individually, which again, it's not the end of the world. Doesn't take that long to do it, but it'd be nice to be able to select them all, which I've done in the past, but you do what you do. You do what you got to do. So what I'm doing is these cutaway clips, I'm taking the audio off of them so that the sound will only be coming from the gentleman singing. So you won't get any extra noise that you don't really need. I might leave the waterfall one, water running. Oh, there's the waterfall. Maybe I'll leave that. Let me just check that. Yeah, I'll go ahead and leave that. What the heck? By the way, I still have to go through and make sure that I mask all the times when I pan the camera. When I was shooting him, I panned the camera some. So got to make sure those are masked with these cutaways. So that's the last step, is to kind of watch it all the way through and move these around as needed to mask anything I need to mask. And then I'll put my titles and credits on, and then we'll be ready to export this puppy and get it up on the web. This one's a little more time consuming than some because I got a lot of cutaway clips here, a lot of short clips. But still, in the overall scheme of things, it's not that time consuming to do this. Take me an hour to put this together or something. And then once I get this, get it uploaded, assembling the article and all that only takes a matter of a few minutes. This is the hard part, is getting all the building materials together, and building the thing is the most time consuming part. Some of these clips were relatively quiet, had almost no sound associated with them, but I'm just, to be on the safe side, I'm just zeroing them all out. Again, I don't know why it wouldn't let me select all of them. Sometimes it does, sometimes it doesn't. It's very strange. Oh, there's another waterfall. I'm going to go ahead and leave the sound in that one. And again, some of these clips were totally silent anyway, so it really didn't make much difference if I do this, but you never know. There's a little bit of background noise here and there, just no need to keep it. Car drives by or something. His audio isn't absolutely perfect because there's some people saying stuff in the background, things like that. 'Cause, you know, it's an event, but it's good enough. I have a different philosophy on things like this. I have a term I call good enough. You don't need to gild the lily, you know. This is the internet. This is just things we're putting up to just show people what's going on, and come on out and have a good time in Frederick County, Maryland, USA, basically. Okay, so here we go. We're going to watch it through, and we're going to move the clips as needed.
I'm just going to keep switching genres around here and play a little bit from a lot of different people. So let's try this on. Or should I say she once had me? She showed me her room. Isn't it good for
Okay, right there. You can see where I jerked the camera. Right here. Okay, so I'm going to move this one over to hide that. Still kind of was jerking it a little bit there, so let's move this one over. Okay. There's a close-up. There's some jerking. And pull this over to hide that. That's still jerky there, so let me pull this one over. See, when I'm panning the camera around to get to another position or whatever, I've got to hide that with these clips.
This bird had flown, so our little flight isn't too good, Norwegian wood. This bird had flown, so our little flight isn't too good, Norwegian wood. Threw cotton hands round a tin can, I pretend to hold you to my breast and find you're waving from the back roads by the rivers of my memories, never smiling, never gentle on my mind.
Okay, there we go. And that's a take. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to, first of all, I'm going to put a little text credit box on the end here. I'm just going to put this right on the end. Okay. And I'm going to use this background here. And I'm going to say .com. Keyword stone fence gardens. So they can go to Feder.com, keyword stone fence gardens, and see all the photos and everything. So I'm going to go ahead and make the duration of that 8 seconds. It gives them time to read that. Okay. And then I'm going to put a little thing up in the front here. Put a lower third up.
Great.
Okay. And I'm going to say the name of this place is Stone Fence Gardens. Stone Fence Gardens video by Feder.com. Okay. And I'm going to have that up for 10 seconds at the very beginning. Okay, so it's going to start out like this.
I'm just going to keep switching genres around here and play a little bit from a lot of different people. So let's try this on.
Okay, and then I'm going to put their website address up. And I do this because I'm a nice guy. Right now, they're not even sponsors of Frederick.com, and I'm putting this up there anyway. By the way, if you own a business in the area, you really should be a sponsor of Frederick.com and get in the business directory because it's not expensive and it gives you a lot of visibility. Okay, so let me go ahead and put their website address in here. Stone Fence Gardens. .net. By the way, you can also publish articles on Frederick.com like I'm going to do with this. And it's all free, no cost to you. And let's center this text. And say done. Done. So let's make sure that's the correct spelling and all. Let's play it through. It's a little bit long. Let's back that down to 8 seconds. Okay. Okay, we got 4 minutes and 4 seconds total. And let's see. So here we've got, I'm going to go ahead and put down here, video by areacable.com. Get my brand in here too, CraigShipp.com, just because I can. So that'll be the closing credits. So let's watch that real quick. Okay. Kind of ended abruptly on his stroke. I should have filmed that a little bit longer, but oh well, it is what it is. All right, so I think we got it. By George, we got it. So whoops, didn't mean to minimize that. What we're going to do now is we're going to say share, export movie, and if it's going to crash, this is where iMovie usually crashes, so let's hope it doesn't. Stone Fence Gardens. I'm going to do it in full HD 1080p resolution onto my desktop and say export. Okay, this is probably going to take about 10 minutes. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pause the screencast here while this does its thing. Okay, it actually took about 6 minutes to export that, and now we're back in business. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to minimize iMovie. iMovie's done its thing. I'm going to go to YouTube, and I'm going to upload the video. It's on my desktop here somewhere, I promise you. Here it is, stonefencegardens.mov. Okay, and description, go over here to their website. They don't even have an About Us page. Huh, they should have that. Okay, well, I'm going to do this. I'm going to copy their address. I'm not going to put their phone number on this because they might not want their phone number out there everywhere, but I'm sure they want people to know how to find them, so I'm going to put that in here. And I'm going to say Stone Fence Gardens. Is located at blah 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 blah. Okay. They hold some fun events. Learn more at Frederick.com. Keyword Stone Fence Gardens. So this way, when somebody goes to Frederick.com and searches Stone Fence Gardens, they will find the article with the photos and the video clip and a link to their website, and if they post their events on the Frederick.com events calendar, which is free for them to do, they'll also see the events. So that's very important. Businesses that have events, put it on the Frederick.com events calendar. It is free to do that, whether you're a sponsor or not. Putting some keywords in here. Oops. All right, Maryland. It'd help if I could type. Okay, so I'm going to select a category. I'm going to put this under the catch-all travel and events. Public video. It's uploading. It says 18 minutes remaining. Probably be a little less than that, but it's doing its thing. So I'm going to save those changes. So what I'll do is I'll go ahead and I'm going to pause the recording here again until YouTube is finished doing its thing. And then once that's done, then we can go ahead and put the article with the photo slideshow and everything up on Frederick.com. So let's go ahead and pause this for now. Okay, the video is now uploaded to YouTube. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to my videos. And here it is.
I'm just going to keep switching genres around here and play a little bit from...
Okay, so it's up. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and grab the embed code here under Share. Okay, and I'm going to go in one of my other tabs to Frederick.com and submit article. I've done other tutorials on this as well. We're going to go ahead and do it right now. Go ahead and embed this in the second text field. Go to the source code. Put the code in here. And I'm going to put a little centering command on top of that. The less than and then the greater than arrow, and put the word center in between them. Okay. Now I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to get the code for the photo slideshow. Go to my web albums. Again, I got this running in another tab. Picasso's taking its time to load. Try that again. Okay. So then we're going to go to the Stone Fence Gardens set here. Under link to this album, embed slideshow. I'm going to make it 800 pixels wide. Uncheck the autoplay. I'm going to get the code for this. Go back to the article. Put this in the last field down here. Click on source code again. So I can put this code in here. No need to center that because it's going to fill up everything left to right because it's 800 pixels wide. Okay, and then I still have to do a description here. So I'm going to go back to my video that I uploaded and go to Edit Video Detail. And I've already got a description in here. So I'm just going to copy that for now. Lazy, I don't want to have to retype this. Put this in text field 1. So located at blah blah blah. They hold some fun events. Learn more at. Okay, so I can take off this learn more at Frederick.com because that's where we are right now. And I'm going to go ahead and center this text here. And I'm going to take the exact same text, put it in the description field up top here. Author is me. And this is an event. News headlines, day trip, educational, yep, entertainment, family, general, hobbies and crafts, people, absolutely. Do it yourself, I won't put it under that. Travel, leisure, yep. I'm going to publish this on Frederick.com and on all the other A-Guides regional sites here because this is a day trip type deal. Again, when you publish your articles, you only have a choice of one domain and one category, I believe. And then as admins, when we approve it, we can tag it under more if we choose to. And I'm going to go ahead and use an existing ad image. I've got one banner for me, CraigShipp banner, and I'm going to link it to my website. Then again, if you were publishing an article, this could be for you. Link to your website or your Twitter feed or your Facebook, whatever you want to link to. You don't have to put a banner ad at the top. This is just if you want to. Okay, so I got all that. So now I'm going to go ahead and get the web address for him, for his business, and go ahead and put it down at the bottom here. I told him I'd do that. So I'm going to click on that. And center this. And I'm going to put also C. And make this link. I'm highlighting it. I'm clicking on the linking tool, little globe with a chain link there. And I'm going to link directly to his website. Yeah, I'm going to highlight all that text. I'm going to make it large or undersize here. I'm going to go to large. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and publish this. I'm going to say save page. That actually publishes it live. If you're not an admin, it'll go into a queue that we have to approve it. But that usually happens within a day or so. If you do a lot of publishing, we'll make you a higher level so that your stuff goes live right away. Just contact me, Craig at Frederick.com. And we're waiting for Frederick.com to do its thing here. There we go. It's published it on a whole bunch of websites just like that. So I'm going to click on View. And there we go. And we got the video first, and then the slideshow, and then the link to his website. And I might add some more text later. I can always edit this anytime, but just click on this and it'll play the video right there.
I'm just going to keep switching genres around here and play a little bit from...
And if I stop that, if I go down here, I could click on this and... Oh, interesting. Why didn't it play the slideshow? Let's go back. Oh, I clicked on the wrong thing. I clicked on the picture itself. It took me to the picture. But the slideshow is playing now. If you click on the little stop here, that'll pause it. Click again, it'll start it again. And there goes the slideshow. So just like that, I've published the article, and if I go to the home page now, Frederick.com homepage, and I scroll down here to recent articles, it's right here. Our most recent articles, Stone Fence Gardens, is right on the top. And if I go to, let's see if I go to Frederick Live. On Twitter. Let's see if it posted it. Greek, it's got the event there. Doesn't have the article yet. It'll probably hit this feed fairly shortly. But what I usually do, just to make sure, let me just bring it up in another tab here. Copy this URL. And I'm going to go to my tweet deck, which allows me to tweet to multiple Twitter accounts at the same time. And I'm going to say, check out my photos and video clips from Stone Fence Gardens. Stone Fence Gardens in Thurmont. I'll go ahead and put Maryland. A lot of people out of the area follow me. So it's on my feed, put it on area cable, put on area guides, tech TV show, what the heck. No, I'm not going to put it on that one. Frederick County, Frederick Live, and City of Frederick. All those Twitter feeds. I'm going to send it out to all of those right now. Boom. And later, I'll add it to the main headlines rotator on the Frederick.com homepage. And I'll probably add it to Frederick News as well. But you just saw how quick and easy it is to publish this content. Now let's see, if I go to my Twitter feed, let's go to let's just go to Twitter here, and then if I go to my tweets, here it is. Check out my photos and video clips in Maryland. Ah, I didn't put the URL. What a mistake. This was happens when you're trying to film something and do it at the same time. I should have put the URL. Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to tweet again. Here is the link to my Stone Fence Gardens article. Okay. Put that in there. And I'm going to tag that with Thurmont. And tag it with Frederick. And tag it with event. Okay, so I'm going to send this one out. To the same feeds. Okay. So I think that's really all I need to cover right now. We covered an awful lot. So let me put it on the video channel. Okay, so I'm going to say add to Frederick.com, add to events, and I'll go ahead and add it to area cable best videos. Okay, so now if I go to my videos, and if I go to playlists, and go to Frederick.com, and go all the way down here, go to the last one. I got a lot of videos. And this one I'm going to put in the #1 position. Okay. So that'll be on the home page. Sometimes it takes a few reloads for it to appear. No, it's there right away. There we go. Frederick.com, Stone Fence Gardens, right there. So, just like that, we've produced a video and photo slideshows and published it on Frederick.com and on other sites in the Area Guides Network and distributed it via Twitter, various Twitter accounts. So just like that, you can do the exact same thing. You can go to an event, shoot some photos, shoot some video clips, put together something and get it up on YouTube, get the photos up on Picasa. By the way, I also put these on Flickr. Oh, let's go there. Let's do that real quick. I'm going to go to Organize. Because this is going to allow them to download the full-size pictures. So the ones that I uploaded today are the ones I'm after here. Select all, bring them up here. I'm going to add these to a new set called Stone Fence Gardens. Okay, and then I'm going to go ahead and get the link to the article. Where is it? No, I had it up here somewhere. Here it is. Okay. When you get too many tabs going, sometimes they work against you. Haha. Too much of a good thing. Okay. So I'm going to say, see my video at, and put the link to that article. And for Stone Fence Gardens, I'm going to go ahead and use this as the representative photo, because I see that when they pull up. Okay, so I'm going to save that, put them in a set. So now I'm going to go here to Frederick County Events right here, and I'm going to put it in that collection, various collections. Doesn't do any good to have content like this if it's not organized and people can't find it. So I'm going to go back to Batch Organize. I'm going to add some keywords here, some tags. So the first one I'm going to add is Stone Fence Gardens. Gardens, okay. Thurmont, Maryland. I misspelled that. Thurmont, Maryland. Never learned how to type, that's the problem. But anyway, I struggle along. Okay, so I'm going to say add tags. Okay, now I'm going to go ahead and tag these with a location just because, again, people might try to find this place. So I'm going to say location. Oops. Add items to the map. Okay, and they let you put in the address here. Thurmont, go. Okay, so there's the place. So I'm going to say select all, drag them right onto that spot, put them all on the map. I wish my Nikon had GPS included. I got to hook on an external thing, and the thing pops off. It doesn't screw onto the connector, and so it pops off. It's a pain in the neck. I use it when I have to, when I'm taking pictures like around a city or something, and I really want all the pictures tagged. But this way I can batch tag all these right at that address, and that's close enough. Alright, so let's see, I tagged them. What else do I have to do under Batch Organize? Send them to a group. Let's send them to the... By the way, you can join this group on Flickr. There's a Frederick, Maryland group. There's a Frederick Events group and a Frederick News group. You can join all of them, and you can add pictures to these Frederick Flickr photo groups. We have a link to the main group right on the Frederick.com homepage, by the way. So you can click to and get to that. Okay, so I add them to that. Let's go ahead and add them to the Frederick Events group. It's all about distributing this content, getting it out there so that people can find it and see it if they want it. And the neat thing about this content is it can be found basically forever. You can go to Frederick.com and put in keyword Stone Fence Gardens, and you're going to be able to pull up this article using the keyword search. Okay, so I'm going to go back to my photo stream. I want to get the link to all these pictures so that I can share it in the article. So I'm going to go to one of them and then click here to get the URL of the set. So now here I am on the set. Delete out this extra stuff. Okay, so this is the set. I'm going to copy this. So I'm going to go back to the article and say edit this article. And put this right below the pictures. Stone Fence Garden pictures here. Oh, I'm sorry, the pictures are in this one. So before his website address, right above that, I'm going to insert, click here to download. It's misspelled D-O-W-N-L-O-A. Download the above photos from Flickr. Then I'm going to do another one. Click here for a full screen slideshow. It's a neat little trick here. What I'm going to do is I'm going to do the first one. Click here. I'm going to bold that. I'm going to link that straight to the link I just copied. It's happening. It's fighting me here. Let's try that again. Never had this happen. I wonder if this has something to do with the screencast. It's playing games with this dialog box. So let's go back here. Let's highlight this again. I might have to do this after the broadcast is over. Okay, now this time it worked. Okay, so put the URL in there. Now I want to do this one here. Again, I'm going to bold this one. Okay, good. And this time I'm going to add the word show at the end of the URL right after the slash, and that's going to make it launch a full screen slideshow. I'll make this type a little bit bigger and go to medium sized text. Don't think that's going to wrap on the actual article. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to save this and then take a look at it. Make sure that everything is copacetic, and then we are pretty much done for now. Okay, one more time. Let's view the article. There's the video. Pictures. There's the link to the photos on Flickr. If I click on that, that takes us right there. If I go back, if I were to click on this one, that would launch the slideshow. Just like that. Okay. So that will be a wrap. That's how we make the sausage. Hope you enjoyed the video. I know it was probably a little long-winded, a little bit boring, but people ask me a whole bunch of times how I get this stuff together and get it up so quick and get it up on Frederick.com. This event's still going on. It's 4:30 in the afternoon. The event is still going on. I've already got my coverage up there. This event's going on again tomorrow. So this information will be up there for people to see and enjoy from now until forever. Thanks for tuning in. CraigShipp.com is where you can find me.